Alrighty. Let's paste some links here real quick. So I decided to pick up where I left off here. Oops. And whoops, keep hitting the damn wrong button. Okay, just going to quickly paste some links here. So this is going to come through here. If you remember last time, I was going to sort of fill in the middle of the big box here with stone brick, because the quartz is just like it's quartz plated. It's not going to be solid quartz, because that actually doesn't make any sense. All right. Tune in here, okay. Okay. Go on Discord here real quick. So we have to kind of go. One moment, please. Okay, so I have Twitter up on here. You can message me on Twitter, so on and so forth. So one of the main issues I'm going to have, I decided last time, I don't have my water bottle with me. I left it in the car yesterday, unfortunately. But I'm just going to do a little quick live stream today and try to get this all sorted out here, the cladding and the infill here. Let me just, yeah. Now, I still have not decided what I'm going to do now that we've kind of changed from having a more organic shape to one that is just a big block of fortress sitting on, sort of growing out of the top of a hill. Now that we've sort of decided that this is the look we're going for and the build style we're going for, we have to figure out what the internals of this thing are, because it's still built on top of like a mountain. It's still like based, like the foundations are a mountain. So we have to figure out exactly what that looks like, and what are the internal parts of this structure going to what are they going to be used for? You know, because the parts that aren't the parts that I'm filling in here, they could be like rooms of some sort. They could be like cisterns to store water, so stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, and things like this here, this is going to have to come off right here. This is going to have to just be taken back all the way. So intense. Okay. So we're just going to basically have the entrance here instead of it being part of the main structure. This is just going to be to support the entrance. I need to make sure that there are no stone bricks. Okay. So it's going to look like a big craggy sort of steep incline type thing there. Up against sort of like a big shining beacon of quartz, which is going to look really neat. So it doesn't matter, does not matter. So I'm not going to make this quartz, but yeah, so we're going to make it so the quartz looks like it's sitting on something behind the outline of this. So it's going to, here's a good example, like that. Now there's stone behind here. Well, maybe not here, maybe down. Whoa, hey. Oh, that's right. That was originally actually stone brick. If we go up here, for example, though, this, yeah, there's stone behind here, but people on the outside don't know that. So the cladding, this quartz cladding, is covering up. We don't know the real size of this fortress. This definitely a castle, definitely the defensive home of a king. It's the king. We're going to call it the Tower of Light or something like that. I don't remember. But people who don't know how the castle is built, they won't know how much of this is just cladding with rock behind it and how much is actually like a building with spaces inside. So they won't know, and we don't want them to know. So in general, we don't, the regular everyday citizens of this kingdom have no idea how this giant thing was built. They don't have, this thing was built, remember, we're in the middle of a huge capital area, and this is the center of the capital area. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks where this kingdom stretches. This is just the very center of it. So it's sort of like the Crown Lands in Game of Thrones. This is all the Crown Lands around here, and this is like sort of the Red Keep that I'm building. So the Red Keep was built by the Targaryens thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, right. But no one actually knows how it's built. No one knows like all the details of its construction, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So that's sort of like the theme of this thing, like the secrets of its construction and all the different passageways and rooms. They're all sort of a mystery kind of thing. I might bring this in one more block so the stairs are not right at the edge there. May have been wise to spread this out, to widen this out one more block, but too much work. Because I would have to fill in all of this air with quartz, which I'm not really fond of. I already did a whole bunch of that. Ooh, pardon me. Over here. Okay. So like this is going to be stripped back. This is going to be stripped back. Okay. So again, like it's going to look like like a stump, like the root parts of the stump that go into the ground. I mean, that's going to look all natural, but the trunk part of the stump is going to be the fortress, and that's going to be awesome. So we just gotta clear this out real quick. So I think this room does actually need to be, this whole area I think is going to be moved one block back, because like I said before, this is all cladding. It's not actually structural. It's actually tied into the wall inside of it, just like a curtain wall. I use technical terms. So this is actually the structure back here, and I'm just gonna put a couple of these guys in. Now here's the thing here. I think that, okay, so I'm just gonna make a couple of little holes in the corner here. Whoa, oh that's right, this was the old toilet area. I'm just going to make a couple little holes here, just so I know where I'm going. Yeah, see, that's not that far down. So we might have a slight issue there, but not super. Now keep in mind that this is going to be the bottommost floor, so we might be able to get away with, let's see, hold on. Right, so 1, 2. Right, okay. Okay, and this door is going to pop off because of that. Actually, no, it's not. But anyway, so I'm going to be taking out this layer underneath here, specifically for one thing. I'm going to be putting some sort of heat or light source in there. Okay. We're going to have some heated floors here, basically, and keep the snow off while we're building. So it's going to be a pretty sophisticated build, actually. We're going to have underfloor heating. I would love to do I would love to do like an underfloor thermal water heating type thing, which was done and is possible. And we have that same technology today. We have little pipes under the floor and stuff. But we also have thermal cooling, which is pipes that go in the ceiling that are used to cool the warm air at the top of a room, which is pretty cool. So like I said, if you want to hit me up, if you want to talk to me, just hit me up on Twitter, just Transit Biker on Twitter. I have the app open. If you want to convey any ideas to me, just have at. I won't ignore anyone's ideas. I will look at all messages. I should say, clarify there. I will look at every message. I won't probably be able to integrate every idea, even if I think they're neat. You don't need to follow me on Twitter. I get very political on there, so you don't need to follow me on there. Just, you know. Right, okay. So I think what I should do, let's see what end rods do. I could just plaster end rods all over the place. Now what does that do? Does that do anything? Okay, what about lava being placed down? I don't think end rods affect things through blocks, unfortunately. So we're going to quickly check out lava, see what lava does. If it does anything, I'll be quite happy, actually. Now, let's try it over here. So nothing is really having any effect here. And that's why we do these experiments, because I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, we're going to go around and collect all this lava. I mean, it had like no effect at all. So we're just going to skip that. So tomorrow I think I'm going to go back and do my SMP thingy. I'm thinking about making a slab floor here. I'm not really sure. I don't really want to use glowstone or sea lanterns. I'm not. Well, let me see what a sea lantern will do, actually. Will it do anything? Now, if we lowered this floor one block and put... I'm just going to do a quick experiment. Let's see. So the floor is actually going to be stone slabs. So let's think about this for a moment. I don't really need to think about it. Let's just, because if I do / weather rain, it'll fill this thing back up with snow pretty quickly. This tick speed is at 1,000 right now, so yeah. Alright, so we're going to put in some nice fancy stone slabs here. Or, you know what, actually, I'm going to put in some quartz slabs, because that's even fancier. So, yeah, we'll do quartz slabs. They'll be nicer to look at anyway. Okay, so here we are. And maybe I'll do some sort of pattern here or something, I'm not really sure. Oops. Edmond does it. I need to watch. I just got off of watching. I'm on season. Yeah, let's just fix that. I'm on season 3 right now. Game of Thrones. I think I just watched episode 4. I don't remember. It's one where Tyrion had that trial. It's really good. I forget the name of it. Yeah, the trial with the speech. That just made me realize that, you know, medieval times were like, surprised we got out of there with our species intact. At least in the Western world. In the Eastern world, I don't know. I think we're a lot better off in the Eastern world. I mean, no less rugged or anything like that. Just, you know, I think they had things a bit more figured out. Just a bit more figured out. Okay, so this should take no time at all. Yeah, there we go. So I think what I'll do is I'll have, if this works, I'm going to have, I think the furthest away, I think is 3 blocks. So you have the light source 2 blocks, light source 2 blocks underneath here. So we'll just do, there we go. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. Let me finish this off here actually. And that will be this wall finished. I may have to shrink the size of the main hall slightly, just to push this whole thing 1 block over. Like this block right here is going to be wall. Right now it's ceiling. So I think what I'll do is just quickly do that. Just kind of quickly fill this in here. Deal with those doors and all that in a little bit. Yeah, we're going to remove all this stuff too. Because we don't know what this room is going to look like. And it's probably going to have to be moved over, like I just said. Whoops, sorry about that. Owl City on my ringtone there. Right, and then we're gonna, oops. There we go. Okay, that looks quite a bit better. We're gonna go up here and we're gonna turn. I guess, yeah, this could be ceiling here. But it's not gonna be a grand entrance. Maybe it is. I don't know yet. But this wall then has to go as well. And then we just kind of come into here. I'm just gonna we're just gonna do this real quick because I'm actually kind of tired of waiting. I need to figure out if light source underneath here is gonna work through a slab. I don't know yet because slabs, non-full blocks, they have light that leaks through. Like you can see them in around the corners and edges and stuff. I just want to see if that works for light sources melting the snow as well, because eventually this will all be covered with snow again while I'm constructing this thing. So I'm putting snow down to get rid of snow. It's basically where we're at right now. Oops. Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything. Now we're gonna get rid of this and grab a sea lantern. The sea lantern is going to go right here. Nothing. So that means the next that sucks. Just trying to think how I can handle this. I'm gonna have to drop this down and then I won't need any lanterns. That really kind of sucks actually. I really wanted to have see only two. Source and then two. See, I need to do another little experiment here. What if we put the sea lantern here and then made this a full block? And put the snow back. Nothing. Well, that's not going to work. I don't want to put anything in this floor. It's like really irritating. I don't want to put I don't want to ruin the surface of the floor. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. That's really, really, really frustrating. Oh my gosh. Well, Well, if I can't do it for real, I guess I can fake it. Can I put a torch under here? What will a torch do under here? Will that do anything at all? Might do something to around the holes on the side there, but I don't know. Nothing. Now if I put this down, okay. All right, let's see what happens when we put a torch here and here. All right. And I have an idea. Let's see if it works. What about netherrack that is on fire down below? We haven't tested that yet, have we? There we go. Okay. I'm going to test it in this area over here. Now that might work. No, it doesn't. But fires are very effective. Huh. Now that is something I could do. How? How to do it? Well, quite simple, really. Now we just need to know where to space them. Perfect timing. Oh, I actually need these open. So I think probably one right here. One right here. Ooh, spooky. So we're going to remove all these. That's a little cheeky right there. What the heck? We're going to take all of these guys out. Yeah, I think that's actually really neat having fire down below like that. Oh, that's right. This whole hall is eventually going to be squared off here, so I may as well just do that now. Yeah, this will all be eventually completely squared off, so not really too concerned about that part. So then okay, we're going to quickly all of this will be filled in eventually, literally all of it. So. Oh, that's right. No. This hall is going to be extended all the way back. So all this stuff actually won't even be here. This wall and everything. My original layout is, I forgot about that. This whole thing needs to just come off. I'm going to redo all the stuff, everything. Right, so we're going to get rid of all of this. It's unfortunate because it was a neat idea, but yeah. Yeah, so the Great Hall is going to be like great. It's going to be pretty huge. Yeah, so I actually need to carve out all of this stuff too. Right, and we're going to have a couple of pillars in the Great Hall as well. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we are. I do have the game's music enabled, but it's not really playing, so I don't know what that's all about. Okay. Yeah, so this being filled in is actually kind of important. You can see I'm working on everything all at once here, which is just how I operate. Just how I do things. The main issue with the Great Hall is not how high or low it is within the structure itself. The issue is that these stairs would be really hard to remake properly. So yeah, and we're gonna put some natural stone in here because I want this to actually look natural. I don't want it to look filled in by brick or masonry. So we're doing a little bit of alterations there. Okay, and then this guy over here, that's yeah, I kind of wanted this to be mostly natural. So we're gonna there we go. Much better. There we go. That's a lot better. So part of this is actually, this is like a height thing, I guess. So how much snow does this melt? Not that much. A decent amount, but not, I don't think enough. Come on, man. Why does this have to be so difficult? Prepare for a ramming speed. Damn it. Oh, jeez. Oh, I have some chocolate here. This one is from Dominican Republic. They actually have a really neat organic sort of co-op there. And it's these single mothers that operate this whole thing. They grow organic cacao in this local sort of plantation. It's not a monoculture plantation, which is bad for the environment. Monocultures are, that's why you plow down the existing biome and have a big farm field of the same thing over and over again. That's a monoculture. Monoculture is a very bad idea because it affects both animal and plant biodiversity. Some plants need other plants, and when you take those I call them anchor plants, when you take the anchor plants away, then all the other plants kind of disappear too, and that's a bad thing. And the gap left by those plants not being there leaves a hole for invasive species to come in a lot of the time, because they don't necessarily fit into that same dynamic. Should probably finish the floor here or something. Like, yeah, I don't even, what even is this over here? Like, this doesn't need to, this actually doesn't need to be here. So let's, keep in mind that this cladding still has to go on the outside here. Okay, so this is the entrance area. So we will leave that. Not sure what to do. Not 100% certain what I should do at this point with all that. This is definitely the edge of the room here, so I'm just gonna honor that. Right, this way we have some sort of basic understanding of where the Great Hall is. And where it is not. Okay. So I should probably just build up the top part of this thing, because that's where I'm trying to focus. I mean, that's just a bunch of tedious filling in right there. Then we're gonna finish the cladding and the corner with the obsidian. It's just because that's just a lot of filling in. It's not really, doesn't take a lot of brain work to figure out. Doesn't matter if I'm doing it this way, because I'll just break the blocks and then pick them out. Not too much more to do, actually. Let me see, make sure this side's all done with quartz anyway. Okay, and then I need a quartz stair. Quartz stair, quartz stair. Where is the quartz stair? There it is. Okay. There we go. Actually, no, it'll be back like that, and then this can be stone, and then this stone. Let's take it away. Okay, there we go. Actually, let's do it like that. That actually might be a good idea. Or at least this part here, just have this all be quartz. That way it gives the impression that the interior is all quartz as well, even though we all know it's not. Nope. Yeah, so I think I'll extend it just to this little entryway right here. I want to make this entry a lot more grand, so I'm not really sure how to do that exactly though. Well, raising it by one block probably would help. There we go. All right, that works. And then we have to go up here. So that's not going to work. Yeah, why don't we have it that way? How about we look for some really nifty stairs or slabs? I think this might work. Yeah, this entrance is going to be a fucking, pardon my language, going to be a freaking problem. We don't actually need that at all. Oh, come on, man. What the heck? Is that really, you know what? I'm just going to ditch this entrance for now. We'll figure it out at some point. So I told you, once I started messing around with this entrance, it's going to be just a friggin' nightmare. We're just going to take the whole thing out and just fill it up with quartz block on the outside for now. Too bad there's not like obsidian stairs. That would be cool. No, this whole thing has to be taken out at this point. So this whole area is going to be taken out. As unfortunate as that is, the quartz is only supposed to be on the outside anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'll figure something else out with the stairs and the entrance and stuff. That was just my first initial thing based on the old design anyway, so it's kind of fitting that it's being removed after all. Just, yeah. It does kind of suck that I'm taking this out though. So the Great Hall is going to be huge apparently, which does actually make sense. Okay, we're going to take this guy out. And I think that's... Ooh, we forgot to put the floor in here, didn't we? Oh, that's right. No, the floor is going to be quartz. Forgot about that one too. Alright, so this is actually looking a lot better for our Great Hall because this kingdom is gigantic, and having a little tiny Great Hall as it was before was kind of stupid. So the Great Hall is going to require a great staircase to reach. So it looks like my skinny little attempt here is not going to be... I just came up with a really awesome idea. So I'm going to take a little page out of some really cool mythology, history type thing. What if yeah. Yeah. It's perfect. Can I do it over here? Oh, I can do it over here. Oh, even better. Okay, so utilizing these hills. Sorry, tree. Utilizing these series of hills, I will create a road along the top of this ridge here that goes across here and then, I don't know, maybe goes up here. I'm not really sure yet, 100%. But we are going to create a giant bridge, and the bridge is going to be, it's going to have giant, huge pillars. So there's going to be one pillar here. There's going to be another pillar right here, kind of like, let me see here. It's a little bit out of line, unfortunately. That doesn't super matter. The only key to this is that we do need, yeah, there we go. Well, doesn't really work with this outline. Maybe I'll have to make it an angle, but let's just put it this way. We'll have some sort of very large structure-y type thing here. And then let's say we'll have another one kind of like down over here. Have like another one down over here. And we could just have the big ramp going straight on up. So you can see there's sort of like a slight angle here. And then the last bits of it will be kind of like right in this area. So this area is going to have just like a big chunk of, there we go. Something like that. Let's see, how high is it going to have to be? Ah, yeah, okay, it is correct there. This is sort of aiming down. Let's see where this goes. Because this, I think this might be built up across. I might have two legs and then like an arch, and then the roadway will be on the top of the arch. I think that might be the best way to do it, in honoring the entrance still being kind of over on this side. So it won't be 100% lined up like this, but we'll have archways, and the center of the arch is going to be supporting the bridge. Now, that's a little bit on the steep side. So I think what we're going to do is cut this back here. We're going to make these all 2. Now, keep in mind, this is an extremely wealthy kingdom in the middle of a really long, peaceful era. So it can afford all of this stuff with ease. Now it looks like this is just going to be floating up here, but it's actually not. We're going to have a nice little arch type structure coming out of here. Kind of like that. And then we're going to have it kind of there we go. Okay. So this part actually doesn't need to, okay, so we're going to this is a very large bridge. Very, very, very huge bridge. Yeah, it's not. It can't just stick out of the mountainside like that. It has to be attached somehow. It can be like an arch on top of an arch kind of thing. Oh my god. Hopefully I didn't bite off more than I can chew here. And then this side obviously needs to have some sort of, yeah, something like this. And we'll come back to this at some point because I really don't want it to take up all of my time. There we go. And this might even get cut way back here. So we have a face that is there we go, much more like it. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know. Well, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. It might turn here. I'm not really sure yet. It might turn here. It might go follow the ridge, but the ridge follows into a river area, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So we'll see. Well, that's definitely going to be a work in progress. But for right now, I think I would like to finish this off real quick. And we'll go up and address the main hall once again. All right, looking great, looking great. Okay, let's go real quick and finish up this corner real quick. Then we can actually address the there we are. Okay, almost done closing this in. That looks quite a bit better there. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Hey. I have this corner to do, unfortunately, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. Oh, right. I'm not going to be doing it this way. I need to come and do it like this. If I just get this outer shell done, we can definitely work with confidence on the inner part here. So I think that's all done, except for the outer part over here, which is kind of weird. This has to come off anyway, because I'm putting quartz slabs for that. It does make me think, though. Maybe I should just have just some fires. I'm going to leave this for another time, all that down there. It's a lot of filling and it needs to be done, so I'm just going to do the upper part here so we can actually, like I said, work on the upper part. I don't even know if I'm going to fill this completely in or not. Might not make sense to. I'm not sure yet. But this is the first, basically the first floor, or the bottom underneath of the first floor. Okay, let's get this thing filled in real quick. Okay, all the chimneys and everything, they're going to have to, fireplace chimneys, they're going to have to be free-oriented as well. Right, okay, so we're going to leave the corners open as before, just so we have some semblance of a reference. So if we take, let me see something here. So 1, 2, 3. So if we did this, okay, all right. What about if we put it up here? Oh, I'm stupid. Whoops. Okay. Right. That looks kind of cool. Okay, so we're going to put this fire up here and then, right. I'm going to have to put glowstone in the floor. We're going to have to test this again with a torch. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will actually have to move this. And it's going to need to be centered behind here. And this is going to have to be pushed out. Right. Okay. Right. So we're going to have this. There we are. And we're going to put some I may or may not come back and revise this great room. This is going to be the basic layout for now. Great hall, sorry. There we go. That looks quite a bit better. There should probably be two more fireplaces back here. Let's take care of those real quick. Let's see, how about we do one? How wide is this one? 3. Okay, so we're going to do one there. We're going to do, actually, want to do something? So I'm going to move these one in. I don't want them encroaching on the corners there. It's going to be kind of weird. There we go. Yes. So nice huge hearths for the main hall. Great hall, whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay, and then obviously this would have to be okay. We're going to put these guys up here. Okay, wow, that looks so much better actually. Now, see where these sea lanterns are. If you haven't guessed quite yet, the sea lanterns are going to be where the supporting pillars for the Great Hall are going to be sort of footed. Those are the footings, and they will continue underneath the floor too. There. Yeah, and I think these are going to be removed. Yeah. So that was a good idea, but you know. Okay. So we have that side. Maybe we can have two smaller hearths on this side. Just have them be single, something like that, down the middle. Now let's just pretend these pillars are in place here. All right. Probably bring the. There we are. For now, this will be. I think this is going to be it for now, but let's just quickly install. Yeah, quickly install this stuff here. And there we are. So we have the two big hearths. And a couple of smaller ones here. So on to There we go. Might have one or two off to the side. I'm not really sure yet because I'm not sure of how we're going to get into the castle in the first place. The main entrance might have to be somewhere over here. I don't even know yet. Just gonna... Yeah, I think it's probably best that it comes in the side there. I do have to go in a couple minutes here. I have about 5 minutes left. I know I put this all here, but it doesn't make any sense because the best place to put the entrance maybe we can leave it as some sort of a ruin or something like that. Yeah, that seems kind of cool actually. Leave it as like a ruin. People will never know what they were really there for. So I think the best way to bring it in is actually through here. Hey, look at that, good guess. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. Yeah, let's just put these fireplace thingies in real quick. Okay, I think we're doing well here. I think we're doing well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a main hall type area. This is going to be a massive project. Not 100% sure how to handle that. I might need to bring this. I might need to construct, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to construct a 3x3 stairway, or a 3x4 stairway, so 3 blocks wide and 4 blocks tall extension here. Yeah, I think I will do that actually. And I might even use these corner bracing things. All right, folks, that's pretty much it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, big stretches. Oh. I'll see you again tomorrow. Not sure if I'll be on tomorrow, actually, or what I'm going to be doing. So if I'm on tomorrow, I'll see you. If not, I'll see you on Monday. As per usual, love yourself. Love everyone around you. Kindness always. Peace.